Do you recognize this? Yes. It is the dinosaur book! I found it! It was in this cabinet over here, just buried. I knew I left it at the computer. Somebody must have put it in there when they were sitting at the computer. But yes, I found it. I'm so excited. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SamCastGS. I just made a video yesterday, but then I found my dinosaur book, and so I'm going to do what I promised. I'm going to do an entire video of dinosaurs of the day. This is so exciting. I can't remember where we left off. Hold on, let me look. Try to find, like, Dinosaurs. Another right there? Yeah, we did Dinosaurs. Aha! I found it! Alright, our first dinosaur of the day. Ankylosaurus. Its nickname is Near Reptile. What does that mean? And here he is. He's a cute little thing. Yeah. He's tiny. He's also known as like three really complicated names. Sauriscia, Sauropodomorpha, and Prosauropod. Anyway, let's get down to it. Prosauropods were among the earliest and most diverse dinosaurs, ranging from fleet-footed predators to lumbering plant eaters that resembled the later sauropods. So prosauropods are like the pretext of the sauropods, like the big ones, or later. Ankylosaurus, I'm just gonna call it Ankylosaurus, one of the first dinosaurs unearthed in North America, that's cool, was among the smaller prosauropods, reaching no more than 7 feet in length, and was one of the most lightly built of all dinosaurs. All of them. He was very lightly built. While scientists think this dinosaur inhabited dry highland areas, they are still unsure exactly what Ankylosaurus ate. What? They don't know? I guess it's kind of an obscure prosauropod, but come on. Its round, blunt teeth could have chewed either plants or flesh, or both. While remarkably long claws on the first toes of its forefeet might have been employed to tear up plants, to shred meat, or as weapons. Yeah, he's got claws there. You can't really see it, but he's got claws. Physically, it's 67 feet long, as they mentioned before. It's shaped roughly like a small sauropod. Hind limbs longer than forelimbs may have been comfortable walking both on hind limbs and all fours. The fossil sites are in Connecticut, USA, and South Africa. That's quite a distance. And the geologic age, late Triassic and early Jurassic. And that is Ankylosaurus. So let's move on, shall we? To the next dinosaur of this day. Apatosaurus. We all know Apatosaurus. Look at him. Look. Look. He's so familiar. Let's read about Apatosaurus, also known as deceptive reptile. Under its former name, Brontosaurus, which means thunder reptile. It's crazy. This was probably the most famous of plant-eating dinosaurs. Very famous, this one. He's like the Allosaurus or T-Rex of the herbivores. It has also been one of the most maligned of all the great reptiles, often described as sluggish, slow-moving, and stupid. Wow. That is quite an insult. Yet, these long-necked, long-tailed, heavy-bodied dinosaurs, a lot of modifiers in that sentence, were apparently far more alert and active than was previously believed. Take that, insensitive paleontologist who thought he was stupid. You would have hurt his feelings. Fossilized trackways indicate the sauropods may have traveled long distances in great herds or family groups. Yeah, family dinosaurs. As modern elephants do. Young may have traveled in the center of the herd, obtaining greater protection from marauding predators. So they would be like in a barrier of like really big ones, and then the babies would be like in the center. So if the predators were like, "Oh, I'm gonna get them," then the bigger ones would be like, "Nope," and then they would stomp at them, and the predator would be like, "Oh no, not messing with them," and you would run away. When attacked, adult apatosaurs may have reared onto their hind legs using their whip-like tails and pillar-like forelimbs as lethal weapons. You don't mess with this dude. Physically, it's 70 feet long or longer, 14.5 feet high at the shoulder, and 30 tons. Hind limbs far longer than its forelimbs. It has a long, low skull, peg-like teeth used to eat leaves and other vegetation. Fossil sites are Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, and Oklahoma. That's a lot of places. And the geologic age, the late Jurassic period. And that is Apatosaurus. We have covered him. And moving on to the next dinosaur. Archaeopteryx! I love Archaeopteryx. Look at him. Look. He's so cool. Looks like a feathery dragon lizard. Alright, let's get to it. He's also known as Ancient Wing. That is the coolest name ever. It was with the discovery of Archaeopteryx that scientists first theorized that dinosaurs and modern birds were closely related. Archaeopteryx Archaeopteryx's agile body, slim jaws lined with needle-sharp teeth, and other skeletal characteristics are similar to those seen in predatory Coelosaurus and Deinonychus. No idea. But Archaeopteryx also had feathers, as well as other bird-like features that indicate it was able to fly. Archaeopteryx may have used its feathers for balance or for short glides as it chased insects, lizards, and other small prey, snapping them up in their toothy jaws. Most experts no longer believe that Archaeopteryx was the missing link between dinosaurs and birds. Instead, it was probably an evolutionary dead end supplanted by more efficient dinosaurs and true birds. Well, he was awesome when he had his time. Physically, he's only 3 feet long, including the bony, feather-covered tail. Look at it. Look. It's so cool. Its feathered wings had 3 fingers, tipped with 3 long, sharp claws. Hind limbs had long, slender, clawed toes. He's got some claws here. Look at that. Claws. Fossil sites are Bavaria, Germany. All right. The geologic age, late Jurassic. And that is Archaeopteryx. Fantabulous. I'm so excited that I have my dinosaur book again and I can finally do this. Alright, let's try to get maybe 2 more in here. Or more. We'll see how this goes. A venomous. That's kind of cool. Bird mimic is what it's called. There's a venomous. Alright, let's find out. Although no venomous skeletons with feathers have been found, this dinosaur's bird-like skeletal features indicate that it may have had feathers. Fair enough. Its 3-toed feet, muscular legs, wide hips, and large eyes and brain, and toothless beak are all found in birds. But if it did have feathers, a venomous would have been a very weak flyer. I mean, he doesn't, yeah, he looks more like a crazy dinosaur ostrich or emu. Most likely it either ate plants or used its speed, agility, and intelligence to chase down insects and other small prey, while employing the same attributes to escape such equally agile and fast-moving and far more fearsomely armed predators as Velociraptor. Oh, I can't wait till we get to Velociraptor, but that's like way over here somewhere. Physically, it's 5 feet long, very slim and lightly built. Elongated shins and muscular thighs on hind limbs. Bony bird-like 3-toed hind feet. Forelimbs were short and clawed, possibly feathered. Has a toothless jaw and a high domed head. Fossil site is Mongolia, and geologic age is the late Cretaceous. This guy looks silly. Look at him. He really is like a dinosaur ostrich. Alright, we are on a roll. I think I'm just gonna make this video maybe a little longer than normal. Let's move on! Barosaurus, or heavy reptile. It's another sauropod. Look at him. Yeah, that's him. He's got a little baby with him. Like Apatosaurus and Diplodocus, Barosaurus were one of the diplodocid double-beam sauropods, which were extremely long but slimmer and more lightly built than such enormous sauropods as Seismosaurus. Wait till we get to that one. The largest species of Barosaurus was one of the longest of all sauropods. Like its relatives, Barosaurus probably roamed partly forested northern regions, perhaps in family groups or herds, feasting on treetop vegetation. I made that sound a lot more dramatic than it was, but that's how I do. Although very much larger than most late Jurassic predators, Barosaurus may have fallen prey to large carnosaurs hunting in packs. Deadly carnosaurs. You know, I might upload like a weird little blooper reel for this, because even though it doesn't seem like it because I edited this down, I've made so many pronunciation mistakes. It's gonna take forever to edit this video. Thank you. I'm assuming you said bless you if you're watching the video. That would have been nice of you. Physically, Barosaurus is 90 feet long. That's crazy! It has a long, sloping head, snake-like neck, thick legs, and a skinny tail. Weak, pencil-shaped teeth set in front of the jaw. Hind limbs far longer than forelimbs, probably causing its back to slope downward from the hips to the neck. Each vertebrae was up to 3 feet long. You know how long your vertebrae is? This. It's maybe this. You imagine having a vertebrae like that? You wouldn't be able to move. Ever. The fossil sites are Utah, Wyoming in the USA, and Tanzania in Africa. And the geologic age, as they mentioned, the late Jurassic. And that is Barosaurus. Alright. I'm gonna do one more, because we just got into the B's. We finished the A's. We did it! Baryonyx Yes! This is the perfect dinosaur to end this long adventure of dinosaurs of the day. Baryonyx, one of my favorites. He is so freaking cool looking. He's also known as Heavy Claw. He's got a really big claw right there. This extraordinary dinosaur. This dinosaur is extraordinary. First described in 1986. Is placed in a family all its own. There is no other dinosaur that compares with this. He has his own club. It was a meat eater with a long, narrow skull similar to that of a crocodile. Filled with 128 teeth. Twice as many as any known Coelurosaur or Carnosaur had. Baryonyx also had remarkably strong and thick forelimbs for theropod, and each forefoot was tipped with a spectacular curved claw that grew to 12 inches in length. Jeez Louise, it's a freaking foot long! These physical characteristics, along with the discovery of fossilized fish in the site where Baryonyx was found, have led scientists to wonder what combination of tooth and claw Baryonyx may have used to capture its aquatic prey. Physically, it's 20 feet long, large for even a Coelurosaur, mid-sized for a Carnosaur. It's heavy-bodied, has strong hind limbs, surprisingly long forelimbs indicated that Baryonyx may have spent some time on all fours. Its long skull had a small bony crest, and its neck was thick and inflexible. Fossil sites, England! England! You found Baryonyx! Thank you! And its geologic age is the early Cretaceous. There we go! Those are our dinosaurs of the day! I'm gonna put this in a spot where it's not gonna be moved by anyone. I refuse to lose this book again. So anyway, those are your dinosaurs of the day. I hope you enjoyed this long and fantastic adventure. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to subscribe. There's a link to my channel in the description as always. Also be sure to check out the 3 Time Lords. I'm also including a link in the description. So thanks for tuning in. Goodbye. It's called Zoracia. Prosauropods were among the earliest, ranging from fleet-footed to lumbering. Take that, insensitive scientists. Some of them really weren't intimidated by that, as I saw them walking with dinosaurs. It was with the discovery of RP and other skeletal characteristics, the hind limbs of Anamanamenes, feasting on treetop vegetation. Although very much larger than most late Jurassic. Oh my god! How much your long your vertebrae is? First described in 1896? No. He's a theropod. Twice as many as any known Coelurosaur. Has a long skull that had many. It has a long skull. Fossil sites are Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Oklahoma, and USA.